Precision medicine holds great promise for treating genetic diseases, such as certain types of cancers. To drive progress, Harvard Business School Executive Education has developed a new program, Accelerating Innovation in Precision Medicine, which brings together leaders from business, science, medicine, and technology to explore new models for advancing personalized medicine. The program takes place on the Boston campus in September. Learn more by clicking the banner or visiting hbs.me/precision. That's hbs.me/precision.
Blog Talk Radio. And welcome to Community Garden Revolution. My name is Mary Huckel. I am so glad that you're here today. And hello, a big hello to our YouTube people. That's new to us, to be able to feed that to them, and we appreciate the help that we're getting. So congratulations, and also welcome to you all. So this is a show we do weekly, most of the weeks in the year. Sometimes for holidays we've done reruns or whatever. Which is not new, but sometimes we do fresh shows, so it just depends upon a lot of factors in life. We do want to tell you that the April issue of Community Garden Magazine, the Community Garden Magazine is now out on the shelves, supposedly, and that's at www.magster.com. That's magzter.com. That's in the health section, so if you go to www.magster.com. That's magzter.com. Go to the health section, and you'll see our magazine. It's monthly, and we do enjoy this issue. It has a lot of different products that are for the springtime people getting ready for their community gardens. And we're going to be adding it soon in May here after I go through a trial thing coming up here the next couple of weeks, how to make everything work. How to make it work, and then put it on our website, and we're also going to be putting it on the different social media sites that we have too, because we have 900,000 already. We're getting ready to jump to 1.7 million people that look at our websites, and we want to get the magazine in front of their faces monthly and be able to have some of those people become our subscribers. So we do give shout-outs to different community gardens in our nation and, of course, across the world. We do talk about different kinds of subjects, about how to, what to, where to go, that kind of things. And we have some great people that provide us with information to be able to get to you all. So we're excited. And, of course, we've added more national groups on our magazine, and we're just going to keep on going and growing. So we have a lot of steps that we want to do this year, and hopefully we'll be able to accomplish those so that next year we even be able to tweak that and be better for what we want to do with next year. So keep with us. It's Community Garden Magazine, and you can look on the website. It's communitygardenmagazine.com, or you can find that at www.magster.com. I've got so much going on. We've got so many things we want to tell you about, and then also the farm bill that it was a big woo about adding the vegetable and fruit baskets and stuff like that. Everything is still in working condition of what they could do. They're massaging it, trying to get ideas next 90 days, but it's going through the process, and I believe it's passed the House, or it's been brought to the House, I believe, for completion, I think last Wednesday. I hope I got this right. So then it's going to go to the House for the final vote, I believe, and then go from there. So it's all going to take a little while to get that all passed. Everybody wants to add their thing or delete something or whatever. But it's another way to get people to, number one, eat more vegetables and fruits because it does cost the system more money when people are not healthy. And it also wants to attack diabetes, obesity, which is everywhere. I mean, when we go to doctor's appointments, we sit there and go, oh, my goodness, we can't believe how much weight people are carrying. Now, we're overweight, but some of these people are really carrying another person on. So you know what I'm saying? So this gives a way for more vegetables and fruits to be eaten, and some people are pushing back on it, but it also gives a chance for the farmers to be able to grow more product and keep them going and flowing to be able to stay in business. So it's going to be interesting to see how they tweak it and what they make of it. So it keeps evolving, evidently, but the main thrust of it stays the same. So I'm going to go ahead and give you the latest little story here that the USDA has on that Farm Bill.
Wednesday's House Ag Committee approval of its 2018 Farm Bill measure is just the first step in a legislative process leading to the final reauthorization that is signed into law. That point was reiterated by two longtime committee members, Representatives Frank Lucas of Oklahoma and Jim Costa of California.
We mark up the Farm Bill, then, as amended by the body, will go to the floor.
Maybe there are sufficient votes to pass it. The Senate is working on writing a bill. They will need 60 votes.
Which, if both bodies of Congress pass their respective Farm Bill legislations, enough differences in their measures would lead to a conference committee to craft the final bill. And as Representative Lucas points out,
the product we start with now may not exactly look like the product that will get to the President of the United States' desk.
With another matter being when Congress approves the Farm Bill. Perhaps before the end of this fiscal year, as some hope, or after, with an extension of the current Farm Bill in the interim. I'm Rod Bain reporting for the U.S. Department of Agriculture in Washington, D.C.
Hi, thank you, Rod. We sure do appreciate it. And we're going to listen now to a little piece. My microphone. We're going to listen to a piece that's done about okra, and we're hoping that you can learn some new tricks and trades of what to do with okra. So hold 1 second here.
How lush and green these plants are. This is okra, a variety called Clemson spineless. It's one of my favorites. Now, I love to grow okra for a number of reasons. One is, well, I love to eat the stuff any way you prepare it. I like it pickled, I like it in gumbos, and I even like it fried. The flower is very beautiful. I don't really grow it so much for its flower, but its flower is very telling. You can tell that it's a member of the mallow family, and I love its pale yellow color and deep sort of claret throat. But on a much more practical level, okra is a plant that can withstand very high temperatures. And this past year, we've had record-breaking temperatures well above 100, and these plants have just pushed right on through. But I will say this, they had to have plenty of consistent moisture. Now, what's interesting about this plant is that it's been a part of the American diet, particularly in the South, since the early 18th century. It's believed that the first okra seeds were brought here by African slaves. Now, I direct sow my okra in rows like this, but I soak the seed overnight in water or in milk or buttermilk. My grandmother did this because the lactic acid would help break the outer hard covering of the seed down just a bit, and it aided in germination, and it really works. Now, one of the things you want to keep in mind when your okra begins to produce, you want to watch it almost every day because those pods can grow very quickly. You want to make sure you harvest them while they're tender. That's one of the reasons I love Clemson spineless, because the spines on the okra pod are virtually non-existent, which makes them the perfect candidate for cooking in all sorts of recipes. And I have to say, I love having them grilled directly on an open grill. Give it a try.
Anyway, thank you very much. That was P. Allen Smith. I apologize for not getting the mic up there right for you so that you could go ahead and hear all that. But we're so glad that we had that little piece about okra. We're going to be doing different pieces here about some of the products that you can make, grow, because this is the time when a lot of people are deciding what they're going to grow. So here we're going to go and talk about how to grow radishes.
Radishes are one of the easiest and fastest vegetables that you can grow. They're a great crop for children and beginners alike. They can be long and narrow, short and round, and in a rainbow of colors, from bright red to white to pink and even purple. Let me show you just how easy it is to plant and grow your own radishes. Radishes are a cool season crop. They do their best growing in cool weather. Traditionally, radishes are grown in the spring, but they can also be grown in the cool temperatures of fall. Radishes are well suited for the fall because of their quick maturity, usually about 25 days. To get started, we need to have a garden area that's in full sun with loose, well-drained soil. Loose soil is an absolute must. The radish bulbs can't grow in densely packed soil. First, we make rows roughly a half-inch deep. If we're planting multiple rows, space the rows 12 inches apart. Radish seeds are extremely small and can be difficult to sow without spilling. I like to use this handy seed sower so that I can control the amount of seeds that goes into each row. You can get one just like this on our website, burpee.com. Plant the seeds roughly a half-inch apart, but don't worry if they're closer. We'll be thinning these once they get up and growing. Now, simply cover the seeds with a half-inch of soil, being careful not to disturb our seed rows. Our goal is a nice, straight line of radishes. Finally, we want to gently water in our seeds to start the germination process. Be careful not to flood the rows and even wash away your just planted seeds. Within a few days, you should see the first sign of growth. Once they're about 2 inches tall, it's time to thin the rows. We want our radishes spaced no closer together than 1 inch. This gives each radish the room it needs for light, sun, and water. Before you know it, you see the radish bowl begin to form. You can start harvesting any time after this initial stage. Radishes are one of the easiest and fastest vegetables that you can grow. Try them in your spring and fall gardens and enjoy this tasty vegetable. Happy gardening.
And thank you. That was from the folks at Burpee, and we appreciate their help, too, in telling you how to grow radishes. This is a time when people want some ideas of how to grow things. We want to provide some information this year. It's going to be a little different than what we've done in the past. So we want to make sure that we're giving you as much information about either the nutrients, about how to grow it, or what's it about, what can you mix with it when you grow, like companion plants, that kind of thing. So we're trying to get as much information like that out to you. Now, if you look at our Community Garden magazine, you're going to find that kind of information the next few months on that, because we want to make sure that we're educating you all about, what can be done, what can you do with your community garden, what are some ways to eat some great vegetables that can help you with your health, and what does that mean? What kind of vegetables or fruits help out with certain organs or certain situations that you're in. It's just great to eat fruits and vegetables when you're healthy, but when you're also not so healthy, then that's also good to eat healthy by feeding your body with the nutrients that it needs. And this could be, for sure, even cancer patients, for sure, because depending upon how the medicine or the treatments affect you, you're needing something to rebuild your body, the nutrients that are being sucked out by that horrible medicine. So eat your fruits and vegetables every day anyway when you're healthy, but also eat them when you're not feeling so well either. And we hear that the second wave of the flu is coming through, so we've told people to be sure to wash their hands, have the alcohol wipes around. It's not supposed to be as bad as the flu that we had during the winter. I saw someone in the parking lot last week, and he was telling me he heard the opposite, that was supposed to be just as bad. But we've not seen it here in the Midwest that way, so I believe the information that I got from a newsletter was correct in that a second wave is coming. It's been through here. A lot of us, because we're in the Midwest, have sinus issues because the temperatures are going up and down, the atmosphere. You can just feel the change in the air. That's affecting our not only our muscles and our sinuses, but it affects how your moods are and whatever. So it's changing to spring. That winter's trying to hang on. So you just have to keep going forward and make the best of the situation. But do cheer up. Spring is coming, and of course then summer after that. Now, because we've had such strange winter, I was just talking to a few people the last couple of days, and we all agree that we think that this summer is going to be interesting. We don't know if this means we're going to have a hot summer or not, because we anticipate with the temperatures going up and down so much that, what's it going to do? Because the hurricane season, instead of just having 3 to 5 big hurricanes, they're anticipating 14 this year. That's horrendous amount of jump from usual. So it's